and welcome back to my good YouTube channel. It's your girl Ashwin Jeru, but if you like it, you can call me Miss Jeru because personally, I prefer it that way, guys. Guys, if you're a new subscriber, take your time and subscribe to this amazing channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're always welcome back to this YouTube channel. And thank you so much for the support you give me, guys. And please, don't forget to like, share, and comment on my videos, guys. Nakama, please, uja watch my past videos. Go and watch. And still, guys, if you're watching my videos now who subscribe, please. Mbona who subscribe, just subscribe and let's vibe to this good and amazing YouTube channel. Guys, today is episode 2 of Life Experience, and today na feel niko na energy more, but as you betoka happy, like I feel I'm so excited for this experience because guys, Life Experience episode 2, this is how I went to a boarding from hell. Lord, this is how I ended up in a boarding from hell. When I say hell, I mean hell. So, if you haven't watched my last video, please go and watch because that is Life Experience episode 1. Now, when you watch Life Experience episode 1, you're going to shikanisha and understand whatever is going on in these episodes, okay? So, after my scandal in my previous school, my class 1 school, I went to another one school around my home area. And then class 4, my parents decided to take me to a boarding school. Guys, comment down below how you feel about boarding schools. And if you're a parent right now, would you take your kid to a boarding school? So that you understand why I asked that question. So class 4, my parents decided to take me to a boarding school. And this boarding school, my parents walikuwa naipenda sana because majority of my cousins walisomea huko and even my own brother alikuwa anasomea huko. So 207, welcome to the boarding of hell. I mean, a boarding from hell. I don't know. But that boarding was hell. So, 207, class 4, I ended up in a boarding somewhere in Tharaka Nithi County. And this boarding, I wasn't excited about it, going to a boarding school, because of course, class 4 was too young for me. But bearing in mind that class 4, my brother alikuwa class 8, I was kind of comfortable because I had someone who would look after me. And so, my brother alikuwa class 8 when I was in class 4, and he was a good guy. He was a good brother. Because nikipoteza kitu, he used to saidia kutafuta and all that. So class 4 was not bad for me, and it was very easy for me because I had someone to cry on whenever I felt homesick, and I go see my brother homesick in Ashuka and all that. But now, the drama begins after. My brother alimaliza class 8. My life turned to a hectic hell life. Guys, so brother wangu alimaliza class 8. Now that's how I went to class 5 with no one to look. I had one cousin. Yeah, nilikuwa na cousin huko mwenye alikuwa, but of course, you know, you and your cousin may not be close like the way you are with your own brother. So class 5 nilienda. Alafu sijui mbona I feel like masomo ya boarding ilikuwa ngumu. Then I was from a private academy school. So nilikuwa napitanga kwa hiyo academy. Ama academy ndio wanatuibia mtihani. Mimi sijui. Nilikuwa napitanga kwa hiyo academy. Alafu kukuja huku, I started struggling with books. Like, ni kama hata siradi or what. So, it took me so much time to fit in the school. So, class 5 was so hectic for me because I had no one to look up to. Home 6 zilikuwa zinanitandika and all that. But my parents were so determined that this is the school nitamalizia. The school was a mixed school. Yeah, ilikuwa a mixed school. So, kulikuwa na a lot of scandals. When I say scandals, and this is a boarding from hell. So class 5 was nice, and class 6 was now the hectic part of class 6. So when I got to class 6, nikakuwa dorm prefect. Then I was not passing in mathematics, and there was this hell of a teacher called Mr. Martin. He was a dwarf, but vile mwalimu atakupiga kofi, my friend, you could faint. Then this teacher was so merciless because alikuwa na hakuwa understand like kila mtu akona abilities zake. Kuna wale very bright, kuna wale average student, na kuna poor students. Yeye alikuwa anataka sisi wote tukue the bright student, despite the fact that kila mtu akona levels zake. For me, I'm an average student, and you should understand that. Don't pressure me to be a bright student, and I'm just an average student. So Mr. Mati was our mathematics teacher plus science teacher, but yeye alikuwa anataka kila mtu apite subject zake. Unataka aje class mzima ipate 90% science? Wa 40 wataenda wapi? So anytime we failed, mwalimu angetutandika kichapo cha umbwa. The thing that I hate Kianjero so much, slide of mouth, nishatataja shule. Okay, this school is called Kianjero boarding. It's in Tharaka Nithi County. The thing that made me hate this school so much ni vile tulikuwa tunatandikwa. Kwani tuko jeshi? You will understand mbona tunatandikwa sana, but kwani tuko jeshi? Na let me tell you, ukitandika mtoto hivyo, high chances ni ati mtoto hatapita, because I'm going to be rebellious. Because me I remember ilifika mahali hata ukinipiga, tulikuwa tunaita watu sasa kausha, hata ukinipiga si feel, ukiniambia viboko 10 na kupea mkono hapo, unanipiga na kuangalia na ile umemaliza. You see, mtu anakuwa rebellious. So class 6 was good, but the mathematics part and science part was bad. And now that I was the dorm prefect, there was a lot of dramas in the dorm. Mara stories are ghost, mara sijui we are being haunted, sijui who is following who. So me as a dorm prefect, my experience was hell, because most of the time you don't sleep, people are screaming. Unaweza pata we were sleeping, then all of a sudden mtu ana scream from nowhere. And one day we are from class, we are walking towards the dormitories because it was a distance, and someone shouted ghost, and people ran, people fell, watu waliumia. They were running because ati wamesikia kuna ghost. Me, I was one of them. I was running because, hey, jamani, upendi maisha yako, you wouldn't run. Me, I ran. Very bad. I remember I ran, alafu kuingia kwa dorm, kwa mlango. Sasa watu wanafinyana kuingia hivi. So people are falling on each other like this. Now apparently mimi ndio nilikuwa hapa juu. So I was like, wa, hii ghost ikikam inanipik tu, inaninua tu hivi. So this school was kind of haunted. This school was hell. And this school, everything about the school was hectic and dramatic. Okay. So class 6, it was more of those ghost stories, and still there was a girl in that school who used to say she was a seer. I don't know whether it's true, so actually niseme a seer in quotes. She used to say she was a seer, and she used to tell us, like, sasa Saturday ikifika siku ya kwenda CU, anatuambia ati last night God visited me, there was an earthquake. Miss kusikia your earthquake, but kuna watu walikuwa nasema walisikia your earthquake, but me I never had the earthquake. But depending, according to how I sleep, okay, mi najua naweza kosa kusikia your so-called earthquake. So kuna wenyewe walikuwa nasema ati earthquake. So huyo dem anatuambia hiyo earthquake vile ilikuja ni God alikuwa ananiongelesha akiniambia what I should tell you guys, and God amesema Kianjero boarding school, please repent. Mulikuwa na hizi experiences in school? Ama it was my school that was only dramatic? Because me I find it so dramatic, hata hauna peace. So class 6 was fine. Class 7, welcome to another teacher called Mrs. Muthe. Jamani, mulikuwa mnatuletea walimu watu train ama wanajeshi? Mulikuwa mnataka tupite aje mkitupea wanajeshi watu train? Kianjero boarding school, mulikuwa mnataka aje? Tungepita aje na mnatupea military wameshika guns hapo on our heads ni kama. So Mrs. Muthe turned to be our mathematics teacher in class 7. And this teacher is the teacher who made me hate this school so much because of the dosage of strokes she used to give me. Mwalimu alikuwa anakuja anakuambia, Ashwin Njeru, you look like 80% student. So ashaniambia me I look like a 80% student, ni sawa. But apparently mtihani kikuja mimi nitapata 40. So 80 minus 40, that is another 40. So hizi utakuwa unaendea strokes 40 kwa staff room every day kama dawa. You see the way you take medication in the morning, lunchtime and afternoon. That is how our school used to feed us with strokes. So because wezi chapa 40 strokes at once, what you do ni uandike timetable yako ya vile utakuwa unaendea hizi viboko. Ukisikia leo uendee 10 ni sawa. Ukisikia hadi viboko zishe just because you failed, but si ati juu kusoma, you tried your best. But these teachers juu walikuwa wanataka kutuforce sisi wote tukue bright student. And me, my bitter part is, sijui who told you like kutandika student ndio inasaidia student kupita. Furthermore, it makes us rebellious. Me as a student back then, it made me rebellious because ungenitandika na unitandike na mimi sifeel. Na kuangalia na ile macho ya, are you done? Is it done? Mimi niende. Aye. And that's what Mrs. Mother used to cane us. But the good part is that ukipita tuseme kama alikuwa amekwambia wewe ni 80% student na umeimprove, you're given biscuit of the number of marks zenye umeimprove nazo. Lakini kwa viboko nazo zilikuwa shwari. And now when you enter class 7 plus class 6 hapo nyuma, you know that is class 6 is the adolescent stage and you're in a mixed school. This is where there were so many dramas of people writing letters to each other. But hey Lord, this is school from hell. So tell me why someone would write a letter to you na ifiche kwa bag during your closing day so that your parents can go and screw you up like you're not a serious student. So this is what happened to me. The reason why I call this school from hell is because it made It made me fight with my mom so much. I was fighting in school with teachers, and I was still fighting in school. I was fighting in school with teachers, and I was still fighting at home. So I remember this vivid day. It was on a closing day, and I am packing my books, and I didn't know anything. I just packed my books as normal because you had to carry your books for assignment purposes. And when I got home, my parents were so happy to see me, of course. My siblings were there. We were so happy. Then my mom told me, nipe bag yako nione vile unaendelea kusoma. So parents check on your progress ama unaandikanga notes and all that. My mom was such a mom. Anaangalia mo unaandika notes and all that stuff. And don't tell me why someone put a letter. Okay, I know the person, Lavin Moirore, you made my mama hit me so bad. Tell me why you put a letter inside my book. And hata ungenipe hiyo letter nisome, alafu mimi nijue vile nitaificha. Sasa uleka kwa vitabu na huku ni show. Manze unajua hiyo siku nililalishwa nje. This is school from hell. Hiyo siku nililalishwa nje na kulikuwa kunanyesha just because my mom found out that I had a boyfriend in school. Yeah. And hey, lakini maisha ya primary ilikuwa funny manze. Maisha ya primary, it was so funny because, well, hey, my lord. So that day I remember this guy alifanya nitandikwa na mamangu vibaya sana, na because we were cooking chapatis at our home, I did not have a chance to eat the chapatis because nililalishwa nje kwa mvua. I remember nilikaa nje for almost 3 to 4 hours, and then my mom came and told me, ingia ndani. And then she scolded me so much because she believed like now I'm just wasting my time writing letters with boys, but me, I had no idea of that letter. But anyway, it's fine. I'm not going to deny that Levin was kind of my boyfriend, but ni tule to crush to a primary. So, you know this, kama uko na sister mdogo kimuuliza who is your boyfriend in class, yeah, anajua boyfriend yake in class. Yeah. Now class 8 is where that things were so hard because watu walikuwa wameform gang. I remember I had a gang too. We used to call ourselves were we 7 Musketeers? I think we were 7. Na ilifika mahali because on Saturdays, I think on Saturdays in our school we used to wear free clothes, like sijui. I don't know how it was happening because I remember that me and my 7 Musketeers, we would put on the same t-shirts on that day, and everybody would be like, you look amazing. So yeah, kila mtu alikuwa na gang. Kulikuwa na grudges mingi, you know, girls to girls. Grudges is my boy. Like this was a school from hell because Bedeki Anjero is where it taught me how to be a hardcore. This school taught me how to be a hardcore and how to fight for myself and how to defend myself. And that's why mimi vile nilienda high school, sikuwa na stress because I learned from the best. But don't tell me when Kianjero boarding, please. Why were you treating us so nice during our KCSE times, but the rest of the time you're beating us as if we are hooligans in the streets? Because maybe I hated that school because of kutandikwa tu. Sijui mbona I have pain na hiyo kutandikwa because manze tulitandikwa, we used to be tandikwa like very bad. Or let me give you another example. For instance, kulikuwa na hizi exams, inter exams, county exams and all that. Na mnashindana na other schools. So as we used to shindana with like kina St. Joseph's, Reverend Kingi. So in case Reverend Kingi itushinde, walimu watakuwa na attitude, watakuwa na tutolea sisi grudges. Ama tuseme mwalimu wa mathematics, kwa mathematics yake ndio ilikuwa ya mwisho kwa county, ama hata ilifeel like kukuja number 1. They used to beat us. I don't know that teachers, walimu wanalipa kulingana na vile subjects zao zinapitwa, cause mbona mnatuharas, na kama akili ifanye kama ifanye. I think, hey, this school is from hell. Everything we were doing things chini ya maji. Everything we were doing things chini ya maji. We were doing things tukiwa tumeogopa. You have tension, even you're not even yourself. You're just being there cause lakini kama wazazi walikuwa wanafurahia juu. Ukijua mtoto wako wa Kianjero unajua atatoka kwa discipline moja safi. Katai we are disciplined but very rebellious. Sisi ndio Gen Z mtatupata toka kwa streets cause tusha huko nje. That's why you see, by the way, Gen Z hata hawaogopi hadi tear gas because huko nyuma wamepitia worse than those tear gas. What haven't you done? So Kianjero body, I remember like visiting days hakukuwa na kuletewa food or anything. They had that policy in the school. Na tulikuwa tushazoea. But now our parents still, me personally, my mother was a very good mother that time because she used to sneak snacks. Like I love smokies and sausages kutoka kitambo. Like I love them so much. So ungepata mama amekuja tena na sausages karibu 10, amenifichia, alafu ananipitishia huko nyuma. Hey, alipitisha huko nyuma niende nazo hivi niingishe kwa dorm. Let me tell you, you would eat even something in the toilet, lakini boarding. Unajua mimi sasa nikiimagine hizo vitu nasemanga aki enyewe nimekapitia. That time we would eat even things in the toilet. Ndio mwenzako asijue. Alafu unalala mkienda dormitory, unagoja watu wote walale ndio uanze kufungua. You know there are those snacks mingi ziko na packages zenye zina make noise. So you have to wait for kila mtu kwa dorm alale ndio sasa ufungue your snacks. That's weird. Hiyo ilikuwa uchoyo bad. Hiyo uchoyo ilikuwa inabidi cause ndadu. Hii kitu hujaiona terms zilikuwa sijui hujaiona karibu for the past 1.5 months. Umeletewa leo unataka kupea mtu, but there were those innocent people in the school that hata their parent would never bring them anything cause walikuwa wanaogopa polisi za shule. And they tell me why usipofanya assignment unawekwa nje ya class ufanye. Nyinyi mlikuwa hebu guys comment down below what's your experience kama ulisomea boarding, what's your experience about boarding, and would you take your child to a boarding school? Maybe personally mtoto wangu haendi boarding. Personally mtoto wangu simpeleki boarding cause acha tu ni grow naye hapo. Cause maybe, but I don't know whether things changed. Cause unajua siku hizi back then kulikuwa na freedom ya walimu kutandika watoto venye wanataka, but these days there's no that freedom, like ukitandika mtoto wa mtu na maybe as well that's a case, unaona. So I don't know, maybe things changed, but for me I don't think I feel like Kenjero boarding is my past trauma. Na sidhani I would go back to that school. Nah, the thing that made me confirm that school is a school from hell is because after me nilimaliza shule, two different family friends took their kids there, and still the same stories I say, those kids are saying the same stories. Hadi wao wanasemanga like wanaweza peleka mtoto shule nyingine yote but not that school. But now my question is, maybe this is a situation that is in every school, you never know, every boarding school, because I feel like walimu ni wenye wana transferingi from one school to another to another to another to another, so the same teachers ndio utapata in these schools, unaona. So I feel like these teachers are the teachers are the problem, because unaweza pata mwalimu ako na stress kwake, bwana yake alimkasirisha ama bibi yake alimkasirisha, yana kuja kutoa stress na watoto wenyu huko nje. So that is my experience in Kenjero, and I hope my local native school from hell, because I don't want to make this video so long, but I don't know whether you understand why Naita school from hell, but it's because it made me suffer a lot emotionally and mentally. Because but there was some fun. Okay, kila shule iko na fun part yake, but me I hated most of the facts of a boarding school because sasa kama chakula, mbona mtupikie githeri all through. Then on visiting day, you give us like a lot of mapochopocho. Sisa mapochopocho mungeachana nazo mufix a good diet for every day. On visiting day, you spend more money on food, but on the other days, mnatupea tu normal food. You would have just equalized everything. Sasa si tunakaa, yani Kenjero ilikuwa fanya mtu akae ako na njaa. I remember even some guys would even trade their like maboy kwanza, I don't think maboy walikuwa na shibanga. So maboy wangekwambia tu niuzie mkate ama nipe mkate yako nitakufanyia cleaning. So cleaning I think was the stress part, like hiyo kuosha kama kwanza cleaning alafu uko umewekwa pavement. Pavement zilikuwa ngumu. So unapata mtu anakuambia nipe mkate yako, because we used to eat bread. I think bread ilikuwa Wednesday and Sunday. I'm not sure ama Sunday ilikuwa. But unapata mtu anakuambia nipe bread, I'll do cleaning for you. Lakini mbona sasa, but I think schools should advance. Hata kama mnafunza watoto responsibilities, at least some of these responsibilities should not be done by young kids. Like you're in class 4, mtoto anaosha choo. Of course mtoto anaosha choo akijimwagilia maji, and because it's a boarding school na si ati mko na mtu wa kuosha watoto wadogo. Like unajua kuna mtu wa class 4 na hata hajui kufanya anything. Kuna mtu wa class 4 hajui kufanya anything. So there's no one to monitor them whether they are bathing right, whether they are feeding right. But ni walimu tu bora tu tuko shule na bora school fees inalipa, kututandika ni kama kawaida. I didn't like that part. But I remember the time I was fed up with the school and I pretended that my leg twist for an entire 2 weeks. Yeah, I remember every scandal. Mimi niliwaambia by the guys, everything I do, I remember with names and details. I remember ilikuwa duty ya mwalimu alikuwa anaitwa Mrs. Micheni, and this is Micheni, we were so close because apparently where my mom comes from, Ndarakanithi, is the same village na huyu mwalimu, so walikuwa wanajuananga. But now tell me why this teacher pia yeye alikuwa anapiganga mtu ni kama ako na stress. Mwalimu alikuwa anatandikanga mtu ni kama ako na stress. So me your time it was cleaning time and I pretended nimeanguka. Sikumianga by the way and nililimp for the next for the next 2 weeks. Ndio ni evade kukimbia, bell ikiring, break time. Ndio unajua walimu hata late kama walikuwa wanatandikwa vibaya sana. Like kama ni lunch time alafu umechelewa kwa D hall, mwalimu anakuja like atasimama hapo. Our school was big, so kuna place atasimama hapo anawagoja, anawaambia nyinyi wote simameni, anawatandika. So mimi to evade that scandal I pretended that, especially zilikuwa duty za Mrs. Micheni, ndio alikuwa nayo tabia ya kugojea watu kwa barabara, like bell kiring hivi anakuja anambia kila mtu simameni kwenye huko, then she starts kidding you and me I wouldn't take that cause nilikuwa nimetandikwa shule hadi. So guys, that's why I call this school from hell, and the hell part is because of the ghosts and how these teachers used to torture us. But I want to say something, like if you're a parent na mtoto wako boarding, normalize checking on your kids because these kids are suffering so much. And this school, I forgot to tell you something, guys. You know, lazima nijua gist. This school was from hell because I was even almost recruited to lesbianism at that small age. Or just I ukini recruit ni sawa because I am a big person and I can make my decisions, okay? But Kenjero class 4 kulikuwa na watoto walikuwa na, lakini watu, I think upbringing is very important because uko primary unajua stories za lesbianism, gayism and all that stuff. Foods for thought. So for me, I would say like my experience in a boarding school was hell, and I wouldn't want my kids to pass through the same experience. Or rather, me hata sistangu mdogo, I'm not letting her go through that life. I'm not. Sistangu mdogo siwezi kubali aende boarding because atakuwa tortured and so traumatized, and that's why you find that watoto wengi hawezi pita mtihani. Reason being their minds are so full, ama wanaishi na uoga. Because kama sisi tulikuwa tunaogopa mwalimu, Mrs. Modhe akiingia class, you're not even focused on the books. Ama you're not focused on whatever she's teaching. You're focusing on if I make a mistake, vile nitapigwa. Unaona? So parents, normalize listening to your kids. You might take them to a school. It might be a good school because of the hype ama of the wave of the people ama juu watu wengi wameenda huko. It might be a good school depending on other people. But whatever your kids are passing through is hectic. So listen to your kids, and still don't give teachers freedom to stroke your kids ni kama niwezi or something. Unaona, if these kids wanatandikwa that much, you will become rebellious. The kids become rebellious. And that's what unapatanga these days, hata kids of nowadays unaweza jibu hadi mwalimu, unaweza jibu hadi because washakuwa rebellious. So please teachers, kama hauna calling ya kufunza, wachana na kazi. There's no need for you to terrorize people's kids because it's not right. Unatafutia mtoto the slightest mistakes ndio umtandike, unatafutia mtoto the slightest mistakes ndio umstress. Unaona? And this story is very emotional to me because I feel like my young sister is still passing through the same thing. Though ako in a day school anaenda home, but still there are teachers who are torturing my sister because she's not outspoken. Na sijui pia walimu ni kama ukuwa na favorism, like kama unapenda Ashley na upendi huyu, you'll be favoring Ashley more and looking for faults on the other kid. I feel like this story is very touchy to me because my sister is going through the same thing. Walimu anamterrorize sana, like teachers will always be lying, and sometimes she will even cry trying to tell us like whatever the teacher is saying is wrong. And anyway, walimu, see you guys be motherly, because hata wewe you're a teacher and maybe you have a kid and you want your kid to be treated right. Sini ukweli. So stop caning other people's kids. Ama acheni kutreat watoto wenyewe vile nyinyi wenyewe mwezi taka kutreatiwa. And by the way, it's true. Someone told me like teachers and doctors, I don't know whether they'll see heaven. Sijui ama heaven iko ama haiko, but someone told me there are career mbili zenye zitakuwa judged sana. It will be teachers and doctors. Because healthcare assistants and teachers will be judged because these two are the people who mold people's future. Like mwalimu ana mold future mtoto vile itakuwa, daktari ni anafaa ku rectify makosa of health. So if you didn't treat this patient right when needed, and then the teacher, if this kid went astray because of you, because me I feel like kulingana na life tulipitia in my primary school, most of us stand out. Most of the people, okay, me even looking back, I have friends from the primary with tulisomea. Looking back to them, most of us have become drug addicts. Most of us have become terrorists. Huku nje. Most of, yeah, people have become don't care with don't care attitudes because ulichapa ukiwa mtoto hadi mwili ikazoea hadi ukaona maisha. It's never that serious because the teachers made you know that. And that is what I feel I should have told you today. Na leo na feel nimeongea too much. Na feel I have speak a lot, but I hope my stories are brightening your days. Or I hope my stories zinasaidia mtu mahali. But for me, I feel so bad when I see a kid being treated wrong, and that's why I'll always stand for the justice za watoto. So yeah, comment down below what is your experience. What is your experience kama ushaisomea boarding school, or rather hata si boarding school pekee, hata primary ulisomea, what happened that you will never forget, ama what did the teacher do that made you this? You see, there are those people. And guys, by the way, I'll come up with an idea, like if you're watching me and you feel like you have a story you want to share with people, we can come together and you shoot that story. Okay, that has been it from me, guys. Until I see you in the next episode of Life Experience, you never know what to expect from me, because I have so much stories, and these stories will always relate to your lives and my life. Tuna relate to, because I feel like episode 1 mwende muwatch this. Episode 2, please like, share, comment, tell a friend. Chukua simu ya shosho yako, chukua simu ya auntie yako, chukua simu ya cousin. Subscribe to Miss Njeru. Support me, guys. I'm road to 1,000 subscribers, guys. Na tukifika 1,000 subscribers, we will start interacting with more of my fans and all that. Yeah, bye, guys.